Hello, our dear listeners. Well, I want to introduce myself. My name is Jimena Herrera, and I will be the host for Hot Topic of the Week. It's a pleasure that you're hearing us today, and we will bring you another hot topic. As you know, we try to bring up current issues and talk about them, trying to give different points of views and opinions. We want to share our thoughts with you, and any comments and suggestions are always welcome. Hope you enjoy the podcast. Greetings from the Toonari team.
Today's hot topic of the week, we're going to talk about Bradley E. Manning. He was born in the United States. He's a soldier who was arrested in May or 2010 in Iraq on suspicion of having passed restricting material to the website Wiki Leaks. Today we have the pleasure to have with us in our podcast Claudia Sondergaard from Denmark and Nicole Payares from Ecuador. So please guys, could you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Nicole. I study business management in London, and here I am to discuss.
And Clau?
I'm Claudia. I'm a Danish national. I'm currently living in Berlin, and I did my master's in international affairs.
Okay, so it will be really nice to give a little bit of the background situation of Bradley. So, as you all know, he was charged in July of 2010 because he was blamed of transferring classified data onto his personal computer and communicating national defense information to an unauthorized source. He was assigned in October of 2009 to a support battalion with the 2nd Brigade Combat Team, 10th Mountain Division, Base of Power Operating Base Hammer, near Baghdad. Then he had access to the secret Internet Protocol router network called CyberNet, used by the United States government to transmit classified information. Then the problem was that he was arrested after Adrian Lambo, that was a computer hacker, which reported to the FBI that Manning had told him during online chats in May 2010 that he had downloaded material from this router network, SIPRnet, and passed it to Wiki Leaks.
And they had already started publishing the information.
Exactly. So, yeah, first, I think it would be really interesting if we could start actually talking about what do you guys think about leaking material? What is your perspective? Do you think it's dangerous to leak classified information and make it, available for any sources, or are you against it, or in the middle, or more like pro? So I don't know, Clau, what is your point of view about leaking this material?
Well, I think that Manning, Private Manning, had a genuine cause. I mean, I understand why he did it, but I don't know if it was morally okay or not. My greatest concern is not really leaking of material, because, I mean, WikiLeaks is a fact, and even though the Americans and anyone who has been exposed can whine and scream about this is unfair and I didn't want people to know this, the fact of the matter is that there are so many bad things that has been going on, and we didn't know about it until, for example, the Iraq war logs were published. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they raise very significant and interesting questions about our society. I don't know, I can't say if it's right or wrong. I don't really think there's a right and wrong in this. It's just cause and consequence, really.
I think it's, as Private Manning said, and I think he meant it as trying to undercover things he understood as being unmoral practices, and he was flabbergasted that his government, his army, was doing things he did not agree with and were taught to be against them. So to him, seeing these situations happening, he felt compelled to reveal, and according to the U.S. First Amendment and everything, with freedom of expression and speech and everything, to him, he was in his right to to leak the information, even though, of course, this is intel information which can be very damaging for the country itself. And that's the problem. The consequences, as you were saying, Clau, is that really it's very dangerous to leak information that can be it can have more of a negative effect on the country than just being able to let people know what is happening, because it can become a matter of security for the country, because already many people are very against the American society and everything. So uncovering such horrible information can become a powerful method of convincing people against the cause of America being the number one power and everything.
And but how do you feel? I think this was obviously such an intense truth that was revealed. What actually these soldiers were doing, shooting the people, innocent people. But what about the innocent people? Don't you think they really deserve to have a voice? To have, it's happening, it's reality, and as hard as it is happening. So, in my point of view, I think obviously leaking classified information, it can be damaging for the country's, image and all the stereotype and the way that people seem to look at the United States or even Baghdad. And but what about the people that have lost their family members, or the people that just lose their life? Exactly. They have to have. I think it's. I don't see it like. I think from my perspective that the decision that Bradley Manning made, it was the most sincere one. He saw something that he thought, oh my God, this is not correct. What is going on? We have to extend it and just, I don't know.
He could potentially have stopped many other incidents like that from happening, because people can be now, because people are aware of the situation. I think they might be less inclined to do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, but you girls, what do you think about the stuff that happened afterwards? Then, I mean, it seems we agree that Private Manning had a cause when he did this. He was maybe even conflicted when he did it, but his initial core idea was that he was doing something good, possibly. Mm-hmm. But what do you feel about him being imprisoned and the treatment that he says that he's been given when he was at Quantico? What do you think about that?
Well, personally, I believe that I don't know, but the world that we live in, unfortunately, the truth is handled by the big powers and by the people that have the power and are in charge, so the governments in this case. And obviously, for the United States government, when they found out this, and that it's public, this type of video that it impresses, like when you look at the video Collateral Murder, oh my God, it's like you just feel in shock, because it's like playing video games almost. You see these soldiers shooting the people, like the civilians, like in a video game. So I was really shocked, but I believe that for me it doesn't matter. Like you just need to show them and to show the truth what is happening, because even if not, we cannot make a change in this world,
Yes, but the fact that he's now in prison, I honestly think that the harsh treatment that he has been given is, I think, more of an example. I think the USA government is trying to prevent from somebody else doing something similar, for more information to come out.
Yeah, but consider the fact that he's not actually been judged yet. He's still not. He hasn't been in a trial yet. He's just still